Breaking, Mccabe just made off with $2 million and threatened to burn the FBI to the ground by Prissy Holly for VeteranAF.com. With the Democrats in Washington collectively crapping their pants over the news that the FISA memo they manufactured to obtain an illegal warrant to spy on Trump will soon be released to the American public. Swamp Creature and acting FBI Director Andrew Mccabe suddenly announced his resignation. Evidence is emerging that Mccabe has been one of the lead anti-Trump malcontents behind this memo, and not wanting to lose his cushy $1.8 million pension from the FBI, chose to tuck tail and run. Now breaking reports are confirming the nasty thing that made Mccabe thing that Mccabe did in his final hours before leaving the FBI were the vile threats he made towards President Trump that is now putting his already questionable integrity into further light. Fox News correspondent Catherine Herridge reported on Monday that FBI Director Christopher Wray viewed the explosive FISA memo this weekend, where Mccabe is becoming the main theme of the FISA memo and the nasty deal Democrats worked to obtain the FISA order so they could illegally spy on Trump and his family. Apparently knowing he was about to go down in flames, Mccabe suddenly announced his departure from the FBI after being forced out, but not before he made a nasty, childlike threat that if he missed out on his cushy pension over this scandal, that he would burn down the FBI to the ground. Wow, that is shocking. The Daily Wire reports in the days before FBI Deputy Director Andrew Mccabe was forced out of his job, he threatened to torch the Bureau if he was ousted before his full federal retirement benefits kicked in, according to a new report, according to an insider. He was unglued, one FBI source told True Pundit. Someone should keep an eye on him. But Mccabe may also have been reacting in part to another growing problem beyond the corruption scandal enveloping Mccabe's leadership at the embattled FBI. An FBI insider with intel inside the embattled Bureau, who has vigilantly worked to uncover systematic corruption inside the FBI, is rumored to be penning a tell-all book that promises to blow the roof off the inner workings of the FBI's controversial seventh floor. Well, that's mighty cryptic. Mccabe on Monday said he would take an indefinite leave of absence, stepping down from his post months earlier than expected. Mccabe is set to receive a nearly $2 million pension, according to a Washington Free Beacon analysis, but that taxpayer-funded pension doesn't kick in until March 18th, which is why Mccabe declined to take indefinite leave. That way, he'll hit the mark. His decision came just hours before the House voted to reveal a controversial GOP-authored memo about FBI procedure alleging that FBI higher-ups, including Mccabe, Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, and former FBI Director James Comey, abused the FISA warrantless surveillance program. Mccabe has been a frequent target of Donald Trump on Twitter since being named the FBI's interim director. Following Comey's firing, and Republicans have viewed Mccabe with suspicion, often questioning why the FBI investigation into Hillary Clinton's mishandling of classified information, which took place under Mccabe, was so poorly administered. Meanwhile, an explosive new book claims that Mccabe set up a meeting with the White House, which was leaked shortly after, and was used to start the obstructive narrative in the media and quite possibly in Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. Mccabe requested to meet privately with then White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus in February of 2017 so that he could tell Priebus that everything in a New York Times article titled "Trump Campaign Aides Had Repeated Contacts with Russian Intelligence" intelligence was bull, the Federalist reports. McCabe claimed to want Priebus to know the FBI's perspective that this story was not true. Priebus pointed to the televisions that were going nonstop on the story. He asked if the FBI could say publicly what he had just told him. McCabe said he'd have to check according to the book. McCabe reportedly called back and said he couldn't do anything about it. Then FBI Director James Comey reportedly called later and also said he couldn't do anything, but did offer to brief the Senate Intelligence Committee on the matter later that week, suggesting they'd spill the beans publicly. It appears as though President Trump is serious about draining the swamp. What's equally incredible is that the man who replaced McCabe as the acting FBI deputy is just as crooked. David Bodwich not only worked under swamp rat Comey, but was instrumental in helping cover for Hillary. Even worse, Bodwich was involved in the Clinton Lynch tarmac meeting conversations with Comey as they scrambled to hide the scandalous meeting from the public. Newsweek reports. Newsweek has learned that an FBI official who served as Associate Deputy Director under James Comey and Andrew McCabe is replacing McCabe as Acting Deputy Director. An FBI spokesperson was not immediately available to comment. The news was also reported by CNN, NPR, and Fox News. An Associate Deputy Director, David Bodwich, was the third-ranking FBI official according to the Bureau's organization chart and would now become number 2. But Republican lawmakers and conservative commentators who have called for a purge of the Bureau's Comey-era officials might be disappointed given his former proximity to Comey and McCabe. In testimony before the Senate Intelligence Committee last June, Comey said he had spoken to senior colleagues, including Bodwich, about President Donald Trump's allegedly asking Comey to have the FBI back off his probe into Michael Flynn, the former National Security Advisor. Because of that apparent conversation and because he was the number 3 official under Comey, Bodwich is a potential witness into whether Trump obstructed justice by firing Comey. Last June, Senator Dianne Feinstein, the ranking member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, requested that the committee interview Bodwich and other FBI officials as the panel investigated Comey's termination. Unfreaking real is right. Let's hope that Trump keeps his promise and drains the swamp. The level of corruption is getting absolutely insane. I mean, yeah, this is like, whoa. This is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I can't believe that this, to this level. Boy, like it's like, when you're, the water is dirty and, you're just swishing it around and gets even dirtier it is unbelievable. I mean, this is shocking. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.